bring about I can't talk. Hey everyone, my name's Amanda, and this is Building Characters. So, I got lost in the woods last week. So I was driving around, because like I said, I like to take random drives sometimes, and it was midnight. And I went down this road that I kind of knew where it went, but not really, because I rarely ever use it. So I keep going down this road for a while, way past the point of anything looking familiar. And it finally dawns on me that maybe I should just turn around now, because I really don't know where I am. So I turn back around and I try and retrace my steps a bit, and then I turn off on this road that I thought was the road that I was originally on. It was not the right road. And then I keep going down that road for a little while, and finally realize I'm just completely lost at this point. And so I turn around and I try and get my GPS working. And then that's when I realized that my phone and my GPS did not have signal, because I was literally in the middle of the woods. At this point, I start really freaking out, because I'm literally alone in the middle of the woods, can't even call for help. I prayed real hard, and then my GPS miraculously got signal and kept its signal the entire time until I got back home. Despite freaking me out a whole lot, this actually got me thinking about when I was younger, and I like to go camping, sometimes going on hikes, and doing paranormal investigations. I'm the type of person who has always been really interested in the paranormal. Sometimes even to this day I think about becoming a professional paranormal investigator. I would love to just travel around the world to the most haunted places there are. Although I'm not really sure what kind of job security you would have with that, or if you'd even get paid. I don't really understand how that works. I do want to make business cards though that just say PI. And I'm not the only one who kind of thinks like this. There are several shows or YouTube channels that are about ghost hunters. And it kind of makes you think, what gets people interested in this kind of stuff? This type of phenomenon is what makes the Blair Witch films so good. You thought I was just going to be talking about road trips this month. Think again. So whenever I talk to someone or I read an article online, they say that to make a good horror movie, you shouldn't ever put a face to the entity or the monster or whatever it is. And this is kind of true. Honestly, it depends on what kind of horror movie you're making. There's different types of subsets. The weird thing about this though is that everyone seems to know this, but very few films actually follow this rule. What sets Blair Witch off from your Cloverfields and your Paranormal Activity is that you don't really see a whole lot of the supernatural. Although I would like to just say that I do actually like the Cloverfield films. I know a lot of people don't like them, especially the first one. Just kind of putting that out there. But what the Blair Witch films do that I haven't really seen recreated in other films, at least not as well, is this idea that myths and legends and superstitions bring about crowds. See, in the first film, the 3 college students, they're there to make a documentary about the Blair Witch, about the legend, the superstition, but they're also there to see if they themselves experience anything weird. The second film is kind of very similar, although each character in that one has very specific reasons for wanting to go to the Black Hills, and also, they're not really alone. In the second film, you have tons of people flocking to the woods to try and experience something or find something. In that movie, there's a group from Germany who come all the way over here into the woods just to have the experience. Also, just kind of a little random tangent, but if you think about it, the first movie, the Blair Witch movie, is a documentary. It's a fake documentary. We all know that. The second movie, the movie exists within that realm, the first one, and it's within that universe. So the second movie is technically our universe, but then weird things happen. So you have to wonder, is the Blair Witch real? Or are all these people just going crazy? What's going on? Honestly, these 2 films are on my favorite film list, and I could talk about them forever. I could make several vlogs, but let's just focus on the travel aspect for now. Honestly, there are several people who will travel all over the place to haunted areas just to experience something, even if they're skeptics. And I would love to see this community aspect shown more in films surrounding these types of myths or superstitions. I mean, if you think about it, you can ask anyone, literally anyone, if they've had a paranormal experience or if they even believe in such things. And typically, they'll have some kind of an answer, like they've already thought about it. I mean, perfectly honest, it's one of my favorite questions to ask someone if I'm like trying to get to know them or something. So like, first date question, there we go. I've actually done a few paranormal investigations myself, mostly in like people's homes, but one time my mom asked me and my sister, hey, do you want to go to like this haunted plantation? I don't remember the name of it, but we were like, yes. And it was really fun. We got to go there and we learned more about the history of the place, and we got our cameras out to see if we could catch anything. And one thing weird did kind of happen, but it wasn't like anything big. But I think just the experience of going was what made it fun. I think there really is like a deep sense of community with this, because whether you're like a believer, a non-believer, unsure, you don't really know, there's someone out there who feels the same. So I ask you guys, have you ever gone ghost hunting? And if you have, where did you go? If you haven't gone ghost hunting, would you want to, and where would you want to go? Basically, this is my way of just getting you guys to make me a list of like haunted places I should go to. But that is my video for today. If you want to see more vlogs, sketches, short films, any of that stuff, hit that subscribe button. Like this video for me. My name's Amanda. As always, I'll see you next time. I hit the wall.